Please first. Yes, it's never questions asked. Deep dirt. I make that pressure last. Speed skirt. Let every weapon flash. Toast tag that core in the swag. How we check it back. Please first. It's never questions asked. Deep dirt.
I ain't got no sympathy for people that supported Trump. You get no sympathy from me.
You don't know how to move when it's danger. Why? Cause I don't know how to cool when it's anger. I ain't gotta use a finger, and I'm removing your molecule with an anchor. Beat you to a pole, you move to the hospital with a strainer. It's performing an abortion on a prostitute with a hanger. If a lot of you remain, then you gotta use a container. Call a lawyer, you gotta use the retainer. But we lift heavyweight, fuck a jogging suit and a trainer. I cock and shoot with the flamer. That's my way. We sell bricks half off for Black Friday. Stone saying you can't see the metal cause that's pave. Cougar riding shotgun with me, that's Sade. Brick delivered from Mexico, nigga, that's Padre. Money talks, nigga, that's blase. Blah. I'm on a fast highway, I'm whipping a jack sideways. My clip longer than my last driveway. Prick.
Please first. Yes, it's never questions asked. Deep dirt. I make that pressure last. It's never questions asked. Deep dirt. I make that pressure last. Speed skirt. Let every weapon flash. Toast tag that core in the swag. How we checking bags.
Aviator Ray-Bans, been a leopard Chevy. Spin the block, drive through like I ain't get the bevy. I do shit by any means, never necessary. I'll have your noodles stuck to the metal like it's wet spaghetti. Remember when I was on a mission to spawn bread? Psychic felt the bomb treads when my palm read. Pull through and get to the point like a long thread. Me and Graf, Martin and Will in a house of blonde dread. I never seen them around, and why they say they local. I got a pound that I like the crowd like a reggae vocal.
This is my favorite gas station. It's in Whitefish Bay, off of Hampton, in Santa Monica. People in here are so friendly. Morning. How are you? I'm doing good. Gonna get some gas and maybe a snack. Ooh, you guys have incense? Yeah, I'm gonna grab some incense. Oh, you don't have the other ones? Dang. Okay. I'll just get these. There. Let me see. Let me get $7 on pump 6 and 1 pack of Newport 100s. You know what? I'll get a lighter too. Let's see. Yeah.
That lighter? Her 2301.
Okay. It's almost the weekend.
Yeah. One more day.
One more sleep into the weekend. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. See you next time. Yeah, this is my favorite gas station. All right, get this gas. I got a few delivery stops to make. Yeah, got the car washed. I don't know if today was the best day to do that because the weather's kind of but we needed it. All right, y'all, I'm going to pump this gas. I'll be right back. So it might be silence for about a minute.
Equinox EV, you can wake up every day with a full charge. Your crew can have a room that won't compromise interior. And starting around $34,995, you and your money can go further in America's most affordable EV with over 315 miles of range. Equinox EV, a vehicle you know, value you'd expect, and a dealer right down the street.
Thanks for everyone that's listening. We really appreciate it. Take a coat. It's cold outside today.
The news is what? Who made a move? Scott, we have another big Lakers trade. They've traded Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish,
a 2031 first-round pick and a 2030 pick swap, all to the Charlotte Hornets for Mark Williams. And if you don't watch the Charlotte Hornets, Mark Williams is an athletic $7 rising big man. He really fits the profile of the type of player that we've seen Luka Doncic thrive with, the Derek Lively's of the world. And I think they are really excited in Los Angeles about that fit. A true center now. We've been talking about it. Anthony Davis, actually, before he got traded, talked about how the Lakers probably needed a 5 addition. The Lakers have been searching for one since last summer, Scott, and they finally found one. This is a guy that can pair with Luka Doncic really for the next 8 to 10 years. They paid a steep price though, Scott, but they got a guy that can.
Oh, that was some trade stuff going on, y'all. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah. Yeah, the Lakers picked up that Mark Williams from Charlotte. I thought that was a good-ass deal. That was a good-ass pick for them. I love Jasmine Crockett. She'll be keeping it real. I hope she runs. I'll vote for her.
Can you tell me what you're hearing about him from Republicans, from colleagues that will speak to you off the record? Do they have concerns about him? No names.
2-minute clip, y'all.
Are you hearing concerns?
I do hear concerns, and let me make sure that I get this timeline together for the American people. Number one, he was sworn in on January 20th. That was on a Monday. We were supposed to be in session from Tuesday to Friday of that week. They canceled our Friday votes, so we have only been in session Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of the week that he was sworn in. No other days. They decided to take advantage of the fact that Congress was not in and started to unravel and break as many things in our democracy as they could without us being here. But I can tell you that even when we went through the CR votes, there were Republicans that silently or in the background were cheering us on and saying this is wrong. Like they knew we had negotiated, and all of a sudden this guy who's not elected makes a tweet on Twitter. And so, no, can I tell you that Republicans want to see Elon go down? I can. Now, will they come out publicly and say that? No, because they're concerned about whether or not he'll spend money in their next elections. But there are some. But I need them to understand that this is their time to rise up and do what is right. This is the time to honor the oath that we all took. Listen, today I had to enter into agreement with Rand Paul, something that I never saw on my bingo card. But this is a guy who made it clear. This stupid tariff war is just that. It is dumb. And I have to agree, even when it's somebody like Rand Paul, I have to agree that he is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
They have another option, and that is to kill all the black people, which they can do. There's nobody that's going to stop them, because nobody cares. Not even black people care. If they tell the truth. Individual black people care. But generally speaking, black people don't really care what happens to black people.
What? It's Black History Month.
I mean, I'm surprised.
Who, bitch? Get out my fucking what? It's Black History Month.
I mean, I'm surprised.
Who, bitch? Get out my fucking what? It's Black History Month.
Peace and blessings, y'all. It's Thursday, February 6th, 2025. I'm wearing my Kamala Harris Tim Walz sweatshirt today. You know? I like to do that once in a while. You know, because with the climate out here like it is, I like people to know what side I was on, what side of the fence I was on. You know what I mean? Because it's crazy, because like now after all this election's over and just all the shit's happening, because see, here's the thing. Like I'm even hearing some. It's some. I'm hearing some of our fellow Democrats sounding like they're having a little bit of sympathy for the MAGAs that they're claiming they didn't know they were voting for this, and they didn't think all this was going to happen and all that. I have no sympathy for those people, because we were trying to tell them the whole time not to mess with Trump, and they didn't want to listen. Right. You know what I mean? So that's the issue. That's the divide right there. You know, and I'm not okay with how they treated us, because they helped pull a dude across the finish line. Even though Trump could have won the election without black vote, I truly believe the black and brown people that voted for him, they just helped inflate his numbers and get him across the finish line. He would have won without black people anyways. You know what I mean? Because there weren't enough good whites to get Kamala across either. But I'm hearing some, I said some, it's a small portion of our Democrat people feeling sorry for the Republicans, because they're like, oh, we're all in this together now. They didn't know they were voting for this and this and that. Yes, the fuck they did. But anyways, my point is, the difference is, us Democrats that supported for Kamala, we don't have a guilty conscience. We don't have to play that game in our mind like, dang, I fucked up, or I made the wrong choice. You know what I mean? We made the right choice. We picked Kamala.
Do you think he would have won without Elon Musk's support?
You know what? I'm really starting to believe that election was rigged in some kind of way. Whatever the rigging was. And if anyone were to sit there and tell me, that don't make no sense, that's a damn lie. Am I saying that's what happened? No, because I don't know. But I think that's what my brain tells me. Because there was a lot of conversation about that when people were like, yo, wait, this, that, whoa. And then the conversation just kind of died down. Because there's always all this shit every morning you wake up, there's something new happening. What do you think?
I wonder if with all the intelligence that Elon has,
that
Starlink thing.
Yep.
Just
I wouldn't be shocked, I'll say that.
Right, I was just going to say I'm surprised.
I wouldn't be like, oh, really? That happened?
Right.
Come on, Charlie. I think Charlie, our older pug, I'm not trying to be mean, but I think he's the dumbest dog ever at this point. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I love Charlie. But, when we get to the door now, we just took him out, walked him and everything, get back up. We're about to enter the door to our place, and he just stops. He just stops right there. It's like, dude, you have to walk through the door so we can shut the door, so we can take your harness or collar off or whatever it is, so that you can continue into where you live at. It's just like, dude, come on, you have to be smarter than the door, man. So,
not sure why he does that.
Happy Thursday, baby. And as Michelle will say, what we got? How many more days?
One more sleep till the last work day. 2 more sleeps till Saturday morning.
I love when she does that, because it makes sense. Oh, sorry if y'all heard that sip.
Yeah, 2 more sleeps until you can sleep in.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. I like the sound of that. And I like the sound of this coffee going in the microwave. Yeah, so the Bucks made some more moves. Well, they finished off the Chris Middleton trade and shit. They picked up dude from, he used to play for the Knicks, Jericho Sims. He's a big dude. They need some size now, because I feel like Bobby Portis or Brook Lopez is still gonna get moved today. So when y'all are listening to this, the trade deadline would have, whatever trades the Bucks end up doing or whatever, besides the Middleton trade, will have been happened already by the time you're actually listening to this. So, but I will say that I think the Bucks are going to make one more move. The trade deadline is at 5 p.m. Central Time, our time. Yeah. Jimmy Butler went to the Golden State Warriors. Yeah. I think it's bookmark time. Let me see what bookmarks. I'm on dinner duty tonight. I was just telling the peeps I'm on dinner duty tonight. Yeah, we got the Bucks game going. I'm frying up some chicken, basically. Got the Arby's fries about to go in the oven. And Michelle's working, watching CNN, and we're watching the Bucks game, and we're listening to Miles Davis and John Coltrane. Y'all hear that chicken going? So I seasoned it up with some adobo, some garlic, cooking it, frying it in butter, you know, on a low. You know what I mean? We got, the stove goes up to like 9 or 10 or whatever that is. I got it on like 4. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just fry it up. Y'all can hear that. Y'all gotta just let it crisp up. You gotta be patient with it though. You ain't gotta cook it on high. When you're making burgers, you ain't gotta cook the ground beef on 9. Put it on like 5 and let it chill. See, we got the jazz music going too. What's up, Chewy? What you doing, bro? See, listen up. Check it out. Not listen up, you know what I mean? I was just saying, check it out. That's at Miles Davis. Yeah, so then we got the Bucks game on, got all these other games on. The Joker and them are about to play, Denver. Just got off the phone with my mother. They're headed to Cali for a week. Nice. And then I'm about to flip turn this chicken over. You know what I mean? Not yet. That's what I'm doing. This one is. Ooh, that's perfect. Yeah. Oh, these are so good. They're in butter too. I got them going in butter.
I need some cream sauce.
You want to add that to it, baby?
Yeah.
You want to pull it out?
Yeah.
Okay. What you want to throw these fries in on? Like 400?
I think it's 425.
Yeah. Sorry for the pause, y'all. Make sure that checking the chicken, and then we're gonna. Oh, sorry about that drip. I might hear that drip. Oh, and shout out Slovakia. We got Slovakia listeners. I'm gonna run down the stats a little bit. We got some more Jasmine Crockett clips. Oh, we're going to, forgot to tell y'all, we're going to Michael Jackson, right, baby? What's that, baby? Yeah, it's in June. Yeah, Mom's got his tickets and stuff, so looking forward to that. That will be fun. All right, y'all, I'm going to get back to this chicken, and then we'll get back to this episode. All right, y'all, we're putting the... How do you pronounce that, baby? That's good enough, yeah. La pasta sauce. Ooh.
You could actually add like a little milk or something.
Want to throw a little milk in there?
Just to thin it out.
dash of milk. Ooh, it's gonna be good, John. And we got the Arby's fries going. I might make the brownies. I got some Duncan Hines chewy fudge brownies. And then we got.
Like gets the chips on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. We got chopped pecans we could throw in the brownies if we choose.
Yeah, because I picked juicy juice.
Michelle's cocktail time. So she's saying she didn't pick the little juice we got. Did you ask for the cran apple? We're talking about the not DoorDash. Instacart.
But we're out of juicy juice, and I just said you can choose pick the best available option, and that's what they picked. So.
We love that juicy juice. The cherry.
It's the best. Literally.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Back to the episode. Trump administration. Hold on, just real quick. Trump administration trying to walk back some of the president's Gaza comments amid global outrage. Can't take it back. Pace out. We know what you mean. We know what you said. We know all of that. You just want to take that land over and turn it into another Mar-a-Lago and own that shit. That's what he wants to do. Ain't nobody stupid. I know Michelle and I ain't stupid. All right, y'all. Back to the episode.
I know y'all motherfuckers think I take long to get back at you. Not the kids. I could do this shit forever, nigga. This is for the junkie on the track with a monkey on his back. Feel bad cause it got him like that. This is for the G's. This is for the hustlers. Get a whip off the lot. Still upgrade the muffler. Trying to hit the block, nobody else did yet. Get it poppin' with your baby mom welfare check. Nine with your belt roll. Fuck how you felt, yo. Blowing on weed. If it's sticky like Velcro. A lot of pain. You learn to live with it.
This was called Green Piece of Paper, y'all.
Hungry, starving, and beast mode. Dead by the street code. Niggas take the shit like a repo. The boys that sell crack to your mother if they good. The so-called brother in the hood. Lord help us. Lord help us. You gotta know we possess. I guess it's the stress that make us a hot mess. It's something on the chest, cause none of my niggas rest. Graveyard shit. Guns with the laser spit. Till you hit, or the tissue come off. The body go to church, but they hustle to get across. Who am I to argue or fight or bicker when I can see my demon in the cup with the liquor? Reflection, my section, shit's getting thicker. Cause love don't mix with the liquor, you should know that. Gun, knife, all bad, I'm yelling out, hold that. 20, 50s, 100s, you know I'm trying to fold that. Live my whole life for a green piece of paper. Did some tripe shit for a green piece of paper. Did some hype shit for a green piece of paper. A green piece of paper, a green piece of paper. I live my whole life for a green piece of paper. Did some tripe shit for a green piece of paper. Did some hype shit for a green piece of paper. A lot of pain. You learn to live with it.
This was called Green Piece of Paper, y'all.
Hungry, starving, and beast mode. Dead by the street code. Niggas take the shit like a repo. The boys that sell crack to your mother if you're good. The so-called brother in the hood. Lord help us. Lord help us. You gotta know we possess. I guess it's the stress that make us a hot mess. It's something on the chest, cause none of my niggas rest. Graveyard shit. Guns with the laser spit. Till you hit, or the tissue come off. Your body go to church, words, but they hustle to get across. Who am I to argue or fight or bicker when I can see my demon in the cup with the liquor? Reflection, my section, shit's getting thicker. Cause love don't mix with the liquor, you should know that. Gun, knife, or bag, I'm yelling out, hold that. 20, 50s, 100s, you know I'm trying to fold that. Live my whole life for a green piece of paper. This some trite shit for a green piece of paper. This some hype shit for a green piece of paper. A green piece of paper, a green piece of paper. I live my whole life for a green piece of paper. This some trite shit for a green piece of paper. This some hype shit for a green piece of paper.
That's Chewy playing our pug. He's gonna be 1 year old, February 14th. He's in the chair and he's just like scratching away, like he's digging for gold or something. Chewy, you sound like a pig.
Sometimes people say, well, you mean everything that I understand will confuse me if I don't understand racism? Yes, because racism is the dominant political and religious motivating force among the people of the planet in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion,
Rest in peace, Neely Fuller Jr.
That covers just about everything that any person, minute by minute, might be doing or engaged in any time of day or night, anywhere on the planet. And the question is, do white people now fear the white supremacists fear genetic annihilation? I don't think so. Not now. That's why I call them white supremacists. Once you get in a supreme position, you don't fear annihilation, except if it looks like you're losing your power. Then you have that fear. Now, up to now, they haven't displayed where they fear that they're losing that power. Even though that I believe that they are losing some of it, but gradually. But as of now, they're right on top of the situation. So,
basically what he's saying is white people are going to be the minority in this country in about 15 years. Yeah, around about 2040 something, the white people are going to be the minority. That's one of the reasons that they're trying to get rid of all black and brown people out of this country, because you're getting out potential voters. You know what I mean? Even with the kids, they want to send the children out. Those are potential voters when they get older, when they turn 18, all of that. You know what I mean? They're trying to preserve the white race. We ain't stupid. We know what they're trying to do. It's time out for that shit. We need to balance this world out. We need more black and brown people in these lawmaker positions. That's the only way things are truly going to change for us. You got to have mostly or all black and brown elected law officials or good white people that, you know, feel and think similar to the way we think about stuff. That's the only way it's going to really happen.
They're just trying to maintain what they already have. Now, I base that premise on if it came right down to it, they would have to make a decision. If they intend to retain this power that they have, which they now have, they have to make a decision as to whether or not they're themselves. Then they have another option, and that is to kill all the black people, which they can do. There's nobody that's going to stop them, because nobody cares.
Baby.
Hi.
Michelle's jamming out. I love this song though. Hi, Marley. All right, y'all. Let's get back to the episode. Check this out. This is from one of the good whites. This is Politico Girl, I think her name is. She's been on like CNN and stuff like that. She goes on there. She was on there during like the election, talking about stuff. Yeah, she's one of the good ones. So I'm gonna play this audio clip from her. Here we go.
America is being hacked as we speak. The richest man in the world is stealing from you. America is being hacked as we speak, and no one is stopping it. Our data is being compromised. Our personal information, our social security numbers, our banking information, our income tax returns, our tax ID numbers. We are being robbed, and the president opened the door to the thief. We now have an unelected billionaire close to having complete control over all of our nation's money. Your tax dollars, your social security payments, the money we use for highways and bridges and safe air and rail travel, the tax dollars we invest to make sure we have clean air and safe food and drinkable water, the money used to seek medical cures and to stop terrorist attacks and prosecute criminals. These people tried to freeze our money, but they were stopped because they had
2 more minutes, y'all, the video.
So now they have gone right to the source, the U.S. Treasury. And when the person in charge of the Treasury said, no, you have no business being here and no authority to access America's money, the richest man in the world had that man fired, just like he had the head of the FAA fired. And look what happened after that. The money in the Treasury is our money, and the richest man in the world has his hands in our pocket. Now, the only people who can stop this are Republican politicians, because they are in charge. Democrats can complain, they can draw attention to the crimes, they should be screaming from the rooftops, and I don't know why more of them aren't, but it is up to the Republicans who are in power to shut this down. If you count on VA benefits, Social Security checks, unemployment benefits, disability, Medicare, Medicaid, grants to run your business, or if you just want a functioning government that isn't completely broke because we opened the vault to a bunch of thieves, then this should be intolerable to you. Elon Musk is a virus the president has infected us with, and he will trash our nation and crash the economy the same way they're crashing planes. It doesn't matter who you voted for. You didn't vote for this. What you're witnessing is a hostile takeover of the United States, and too many people are acting like they can't do anything about it.
Y'all go check out Politics Girl. She knows her shit. Yeah. All right, y'all. Take on the day. Go Bucks. And we're rolling with the Philadelphia Eagles this Sunday for the Super Bowl. Yep. All right, y'all. Peace. And back to the episode. On our way to the car, y'all. About to go make the donuts. Sorry, that was the garbage. I just threw some garbage out. What, people don't have to work today or something? There's a lot of cars in the parking garage here. The underground parking structure is where it's at in the wintertime, y'all. If you're able to do that, I'm going to get a car wash today, too. Because it's out by my job, so... What time are they open? I might stop before I go in. Depending on what time they open. We need a car wash bad. We got... bird shit all on the windows and on.
Yeah. On the inside windows.
Our car is dusty as hell.
The inside windows are horrible too because like Charlie will sneeze on the door or the window. So yeah, it's gross.
today is a great day. I love NBA free agency day.
Yeah.
We up. See what happens, y'all. Yeah, so the Bucks picked up Kyle Kuzma. He's a good player. Good player. Michelle always tells me that he looks like my son, Corey.
Oh, is Kyle Kuzma the one that looks like?
Yeah. Yep. Kyle Kuz. Yeah, he's 29 years old, so he's, 4 or 5 years younger than Middleton. Kuz can shoot. He can create his own shot a little bit. I mean, he's nothing special, but he's a very good player. He's a very good player. He'll be able to run the floor with the Bucks because they want to be able to get out and run, too. I think, though, that they're not done wheeling and dealing. So by the time y'all are listening to this, the trade deadline will be over. I think the Bucks are going to move Bobby Portis or Brook Lopez. I don't think both of them will go because if you get rid of both of them, you have no size. But they picked up this Jericho Sims. He's from New York. He's a young dude, big dude, young, athletic. He can rebound. He can run the floor. He runs like a gazelle. That's what they're trying to do, you know what I mean? The Bucks are just trying to get younger so they can run out because Giannis and Dame are going to take all the shots. You know what I mean? So they just need to be able to get their rebounding game together. But, they had the Jericho Sims. He was in New York just pretty much riding the bench. Like, he would get in for a couple minutes and stuff like that. But, So I like that pickup.
I think they should keep Portis and get rid of Lopez.
Okay. I kind of agree with that, too. Because at this point, Bobby Portis is going to give you a little more than Lopez is.
Right.
Although Lopez was knocking them threes down last night, he would. I can just imagine what the stress level. I mean, obviously I can't because I'm not in their shoes. But can you just imagine, like, when the NBA trade deadline comes up, guys are just like, because it's not that you just get traded and people are, they're making millions of dollars, but they're still human beings.
Right, and they form friendships.
Exactly, like someone like Middleton.
Their kids are in school.
Because, Middleton and Giannis were tight.
But you know what's funny is Middleton must have known something was going on because didn't he just sell his house?
In Brookfield, I heard he had sold it. So they'll be kind of knowing, and obviously we don't know everything, but I would have...
You'd figure his agent, if there's talks... Mm-hmm. You figure his agent would be like, hey, I'm being approached for, a trade situation, so be like Man. You would think. I know sometimes, you don't know ahead at all.
Like the LeBron and Luka thing, supposedly, no one knew about that shit. They kept that shit, super quiet. And then I saw something, people are always trying to, find another reason or what they think the reason is why somebody got traded. So check this out. So I saw a post, right? I didn't even click on it and read it, but it was a post that said, so this is why supposedly Anthony Davis got traded. So it was during a huddle or during a timeout in the Lakers bench. Supposedly Anthony Davis walked by Bronny James and didn't give him dap. He didn't shake his hand or give him any dap. You just kind of people are trying to say that's why he got traded.
Oh,
come on! So someone literally put that piece together and showed Anthony Davis not, dapping Bronny up, so they think that's why he got traded. Come on, y'all!
That's reaching.
That is reaching. That's reaching. And we ain't talking about Diggable Planets reaching. Diggable Planets fans, y'all know what that is. They got a song called Reaching. Oh, y'all go check out that Blowout Comb, top 5 rap album ever. Blowout Comb, Diggable Planets. Speaking of that, most albums, it doesn't even really matter what type of music it is. Most albums, like their sophomore, or the second album they come out with, usually isn't as good as the first one. But Diggable Planets, their second album was better than the first one. Hands down. Yeah, that Blowout Comb. You can just let the whole thing play. You ain't got to skip, fast forward through nothing. Just let it ride. Yeah. All right, y'all. The weather is okay. Roads are okay. There's a little snow mist on the ground, but I think we're catching about 30-some degrees here. Yep, I'm going to get a car wash on my way to work. I think I'm going to go after.
I think they're open by 7.
Yeah, that's going to be cutting it close.
Yeah.
So I'll get the car wash after work. Yep. And Valentine's Day is coming up, y'all. Do something good for your significant other. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe, you know, if you're the man of the house, maybe cook your lady, you know what I'm saying, some breakfast in bed, or cook her a surprise dinner or something like that. And if you're a lady, do the same thing. You know what I mean?
I ordered your present, but it won't.
Michelle ordered me something. She didn't tell me what it is yet. I'm excited to see what it is. I have no idea.
No, you'll never guess, but it won't be here by next week, unfortunately.
It's the thought that counts, baby.
Yes.
All right, y'all. We're about to go to work now. Enjoy the episode. What the hell's going on in Iowa? Not Iowa, Ohio, my bad. Ohio. New Albany, Ohio. At this time, numerous law enforcement officers and emergency crews are currently on the scene of an active shooter situation and level 1 mass casualty event in New Albany, Ohio, following a mass shooting at a KDC/1 manufacturing facility. The total number of victims remains unclear, but police have located 3 additional victims, bringing the total to 5, with injuries being reported at the facility. Police are reporting that the suspect is still inside the building. They're asking nearby buildings to lock down. This is a developing situation. Wow. Yeah, New Albany. So we'll check more into that later.
I'm surprised they didn't have that on the news this morning.
I know.
I mean, there's only so much they can cover.
Right. They're like, we'll get to that tomorrow.
Right. Or
later, yep. Let's see, it says 11-1 mass casualty event has been declared due to an active shooter situation after multiple victims were shot in the KDC/1 manufacturing plant in New Albany, Ohio.
Like, did that just happen this morning?
I think it happened like late last night, probably.
Oh, okay.
We'll do some more digging on that later, though, just to make sure everything we're talking about is right. This is somebody's video of them, you know, shooting what's going on, what, you know, audio videotaping what's going on over there. Wow. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what John King was talking about.
Resettlement of Palestinians off their own land, off land that international law recognizes as their land, as land that the United States, until 2 weeks and a day ago at least, recognized as their land. And the Prime Minister of Israel, the state created because Jews were forcibly relocated, forcibly resettled, and then killed in Europe by Hitler, sitting there smiling, while the President of the United States is saying we should forcibly resettle a people off their land. That was the President of the United States sitting in the Oval Office endorsing the forcible resettlement of Palestinians off their own land, off land that international law recognizes as their land, as land that the United States, until 2 weeks and a day ago at least, recognized as their land. And the Prime Minister of Israel, the state created because Jews were forcibly relocated, forcibly resettled, and then killed in Europe by Hitler, sitting there smiling, while the President of the United States is saying we should forcibly resettle a people off their land.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Like, you don't run the world.
Right, and that's what dude's fucking trying to act like. Dude, that's the thing. That's what I was saying. You can tell, like, dude, he knows that he's gonna die soon. You know what I mean? So he's just trying to just gain power, just do, you know what I mean? He's just trying to do all of these things just so he can make like this mark on the world before he passes, before he goes.
I saw a meme that it would that said Mara Gaza.
Oh.
You know, he wants to make it like a luxury coastal area.
And his main goal is to make money off of it.
Well, yeah.
You know, he's always got dollar signs in his mind.
His son-in-law Jared was working on some thing in the Middle East, trying to get like a luxury resort over in that area too. I like this.
This is a good song. Play it for a minute, y'all. Think so? Got Valentine's Day coming up, y'all. So do something for your significant other.
Plan ahead.
Plan ahead. Y'all got about, what, 8 or 9 days left? Something like that? '80s. I love 80s music. I could listen to 80s music all the time. Like black, white, just every, like 80s music was the shit. Alright, y'all. It's time to make the donuts.
Yeah.
Enjoy the episode. Music, clips, and the content. And listen to our podcast with an open mind if you're a bot. This is that white Eddie dude that we tell you that calls into the radio station 101.7 The Truth. He's a stone cold racist and shit, but he'll be trying to act like he's not. Listen to this clown.
Everybody knows I was on this podcast, and we were talking about all different stuff about Trump, violence in the black community. We were talking about all this.
See this Eddie dude, right? He'll be calling into the station, right, to the radio station and shit, black talk radio station, and he'll be just spewing nonsense and racism, right? And he'll be trying to act like he's not, because the radio host of the show that he calls into is a black conservative. You know, he's a Trump supporter. So, and that's like this white guy, right? Like how all that basically started is, you notice how like there'll be like a white person and they'll be Republican-y or whatever, and then they'll hear like a black person like talking conservative or talking like Republican-y or whatever, or being like critical of like black and brown people, you know what I mean? And when they hear that stuff, they attach to it. Because they're always talking about black people and all this, and why we should be doing this and we should be doing that and blah, 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 and all that shit, right? So when they hear a black conservative, like, speaking like that, they attach to that. They like that. Because they're like, ooh, a black person talking about black people like I do. So, you know, they navigate to that. And that's how that happened. Because that Tory Lowe is a MAGA supporter. You know what I mean? So they done developed some type of friendship and shit. So this punkin' stankin' ass white racist dude would be calling into the radio station, and he got outed because he was on somebody's podcast. I don't know what it was, just spewing racism, talking bullshit, and somebody must have caught wind of it. You know what I mean? And then sent the station the link. You know what I mean? Because dude's always talking about how he's a painter and he's always doing all this and this and that. And then come to find out, people are like, damn, that's dude. Dude's sitting there talking all this shit. And they were saying how I ain't trying to be disrespectful, y'all. Don't even go there. Dude, they're saying like dude looks like a woman. They're like, you're on the air talking all this stuff, talking about how you got all these women and this and this and that and blah, 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 and you look like a woman. Yeah, it's crazy, though. But dude's just a stone cold racist, though. You know what I mean?
Always play the victim.
Oh, and this is the great Al, though. The great Al. Listen to Al. Al would be standing on the racist people. I love it.
With their own personal guilt. Because when you ask them, would you like it to happen to your grandbaby, your son, daughter, mother, or father, that change will turn very quick. Let them walk in their guilt and let them stand in their guilt and let the destruction of the mental assassination and suicide come from their guilt. And when they get ready to jump off that building and pull the trigger on that gun, when it's in their mouth, don't say it. Let them pull it. That's why Donald Trump is in here. Because nobody challenged him and nobody pushed mental assassination. They always play the victim. They want it to be the normal. Challenge and ask them, how would you like it if it happened to your newborn son, daughter, mother, or father? And they will never answer the question. Play the victim. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too. Thank you so much, Al. Thank you so much.
He's just talking about, you know what I mean? How, like, white people are trying to play the victim nowadays and stuff like that, when in true reality, they're the monsters. You know what I mean? That Elon Musk is a bitch, man. Dude's just a straight-up bitch. He is. I don't care how smart he is. He ain't using it for nothing good. I've never seen anything like this before. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Let's get back to this episode. Thanks for listening.
Never said screamed at you for dropping a ball or making. Now, he'll scream at you for making a mental mistake, because that's screaming. But making a physical mistake happen in a game. It's not his place to say we need a real receiver.
Is there any part of you that, when you heard the full quote, made it seem less? Meaning, he said real wide receiver one. That's not saying we need a real wide receiver.
So I'll give you the gist. So, Green Bay Packers, right? So their running back, Josh Jacobs, I think he was on Radio Row or whatever, during Super Bowl, and he was doing an interview, and I don't know the whole conversation, but he basically said that, that the Packers, that they don't got a number one wide receiver. He was like, the players we got are decent, but we need a real number one wide receiver. Which is true, but you don't say that aloud, man. You don't sabotage and shit on your teammates, dude. That's disrespectful. Because now you just created tension in the locker room. You know what I mean? But my point is, so this Mark Chmura, I agree with him on his stance. He's saying that Josh Jacobs should, just play football basically and not evaluate the talent on the team aloud. It's like that's not something you want to say out loud. It's like we all, like, anyone that's played sports or whatever, we all, some of your teammates are better than others. Some aren't that good. Some are. But you don't sit there and say that out in public like, oh, man, dude is garbage. He ain't no good. We need better players. You keep those thoughts. Those are the things you just say to yourself in your head. You don't literally voice those. So, yeah, Josh Jacobs, you're bogus for that, dog. That's not being a good teammate at all, man. You got to read the room, dog. But anyways, my point, though, is this Mark Chmura, though. He just said, I was listening to their little sports show in the morning on 94.5, and that Jen Latta and that Mark Chmura, I don't know who the other fella is in there. They were talking about it, and Jen Latta was saying that for the most part, overall, she didn't have a problem with Josh Jacobs saying that or whatever. Having said that, she did say that, well, she's never been in a locker room or anything like that, so she doesn't have firsthand experience, but she said overall that she didn't have an issue with him basically throwing his teammate under the bus. And then Mark Chmura disagreed with her. He was like, nah. And then the part that he said, he was like, well, Josh Jacobs should just, like, basically keep his mouth shut and just play football and do your job, right? Dog, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Mark Chmura, you were fucking cheating on your wife, messing with underage girls and shit at a high school graduation party or whatever it was. Was that back in when did that happen? 2006 or whatever it was? Was that 06 or 01? It was early 2000s, y'all. Remember that case? Dude got charged with like sexual assault or statutory rape or something. It was a sex charge. Went to trial and everything. He beat it, but everyone knows he slept with that underage girl. So basically, dude was cheating on his wife. You know what I mean? And the only reason that they couldn't really just straight up convict him is because they were in the bathroom with the door closed and it was just him and her or whatever. You know what I mean? But either way, you're bogus. Even if you didn't sexually assault her, you slept with her, you messing around with her, cheating on your wife and shit, dog. Twice that girl's age, that's bogus. So I don't want to hear you talking about what someone should do and how someone should just shut up and do this. You should just shut up and be a better human being and not touch young women. How about that, Mark Chimura? You clown. I ain't forget about that stuff. Yeah, dude's still on the radio. Because while I'm sitting there listening to their little sports show, I'm sitting there thinking like, dude, you're a sexual assaulter, basically. You're sleeping with young-ass girls, cheating on your wife. That's crazy as hell, man. And just acting like nothing happened. Just like that shit just went away. I didn't forget about it. I got a memory like an elephant. And Brett Favre, where's that money at, you idiot? You owe people money, you thief. You white thug criminal. Stankin' ass. I can't stand Brett Favre now. Him or anyone that likes him, y'all can kiss my whole ass. How about that? All right, y'all, back to the episode.